Welcome to another season of Muhlenberg Baseball on the Mule Sports Network. Brought to you by the New Birdies Inn at 5 Points in Exeter, where you can catch every Philadelphia Phillies game on the breezy, comfortable deck while enjoying your favorite food. And Mortgage America, big enough to provide the best rates, small enough to provide personal service. The mortgage company of record in Berks County. Now to the Mule Sports Network broadcast booth. Here's your announcer, Darren Ziner.
Good evening. Welcome to coverage of Muhlenberg Mules Varsity Baseball on the Mule Sports Network, brought to you by Jerry Gelliff Media. Today, First Energy Stadium, Reading, Pennsylvania, the site for today's Berks 1 matchup between the Muhlenberg Mules and the Reading Red Knights, and we'll go silent for the playing of our national anthem. Welcome into the Mule Sports Network booth, joined by my producer, Chris Ziner, Jerry Gelliff wandering around. I'm Darren Ziner, excited to be bringing you today's game, as I mentioned, from First Energy Stadium. So certainly we thank the folks here at First Energy, Alex, the video guy, for setting us up. We thank the athletic director over at Reading for setting this up for us. It is going to be an exciting night of baseball. The Reading Phils actually on the road, currently taking on the Portland Sea Dogs, which allows us to bring you tonight's game. An absolutely gorgeous evening, 75 degrees at game time. We've been waiting for this for a while, and it's finally here. Gorgeous sunshine basking the field. A very, very slight breeze. Doesn't look like it's going to have too much of an effect on play this evening. Very quickly, let's talk Muhlenberg. They're currently 6-6 overall. Unfamiliar territory in Berks 1 league play, as they currently sit at 2-6. Looking to get on the winning side of things in Berks 1 league play. They're 1-5 over their last 6 prior to their 1-0 win over Wilson on April the 10th. Their last regular season league win was against these same Reading Red Knights back on April the 1st. So, of course, Muhlenberg looking to break that slump. In that game, it was a game Muhlenberg wins 16-1, defined by the Red Knights' pitching struggles, as they would use 5 on the night. David Garcia went 2/3 of an inning, Muhlenberg taking advantage of 4 walks, sandwiched around 5 hits in the first inning to take an 8-0 lead. Senior Eli Keller pacing the Mules that night, 3 for 4, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Cole Moody pitching 4 innings of 1-run ball, getting the victory. Let's talk about the lineup for the Mules as they will bat this evening. First, it'll be the senior right fielder, Aiden Lopez. The sophomore left fielder batting second, Marvin Frias. In the third spot, the catcher, the junior, Cooper Burr. Batting cleanup tonight, the center fielder, junior, Gavin Moody. Hitting fifth, the shortstop, senior, Eli Keller. The first baseman, junior, Cole Moody, will bat seventh. The third baseman, Lincoln Hyde. The senior bats eighth. He's sixth. 7th. Ryan Rosenberry will be 8th. He'll take the mound tonight, the sophomore, for the Mules. And batting 9th, the second baseman, sophomore Liam Vargas. So in will step Aiden Lopez.
Leading off the inning for the Mules, the right fielder, number 22, Aiden Lopez.
Lopez on the year hitting .296. He's got a double 6 RBI. Pitching for Reading, Janser Paredes. First pitch to him. Lopez is a ball. Next offering well outside off the plate. Quickly 2-0. Lopez in the advantage. We'll give you Janser Paredes' pitching numbers on the year. This one will hit the inside corner. Take it to 2-1. Paredes 6 appearances this year. He's got a record of 2-4, an ERA of 4.67. Here's a fly ball to right field. It's going to be pulled in by the junior Samir Diaz-Batista for the first out of the inning. So 1 down in the top of the first. In will step the lefty hitting sophomore Marvin Frias. Frias looking to pick up on a 147 average. He's got 2 doubles, 5 RBI. First pitch to him on the outside corner for a called strike. Paredes glove at the belt on the pitch. This one a little outside. John Urena tried to frame it, didn't get the call. It'll even the count at 1. Paredes in 18 innings of work. He's given up 34 runs, only 12 earned, 16 walks, 16 strikeouts. There's a foul. It'll go off to the left side out of play. 1-2 your count. Frias, the guy you want to get on base. Leading the Mules in steals this year. This pitch outside evens the count at 2. Mentioning the steals for Frias, 8 thus far. He's back in the box. Paredes takes a look at Urena. And here's the windup. This one in the dirt. It'll take the count full. Paredes has the sign, glove over the face, drops it to the belt. Here's the pitch. In there, a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strikeout number 17 for Paredes on the year. 2 outs here in the top of the first. It'll bring up the catcher, Junior Cooper Burr. Burr leads the team. He's got a .357 batting average, a team-leading 11 RBI. The righty steps in, first pitch to him. It'll be on the inside corner for a strike. 0-1 to the catcher, Burr. Paredes takes a look in, has the sign. Here's the windup. This will be outside, even the count at 1. The pitch, this one just over the outstretched arm of the second baseman, David Garcia. It'll go into right field. A muff at first, but not enough to allow Burr to get to second. So he's a 2-out base runner. It'll bring up the cleanup hitter, the center fielder, junior Gavin Moody. Moody looking to improve on a 179 average. He's got 2 doubles, 2 RBI. The righty will step in with 2 outs here in the top of the first.
Now batting for the Mules, the center fielder, number 2, Gavin Moody.
He's set in the box. The throw will go over to first, and Burr's back. Frandy Ruiz had to make a little bit of an acrobatic move there to make sure the ball didn't get by him. Burr has a nice lead. Paredes will check him again. Burr's back. Paredes takes a look over at one. Here's the pitch. In there for a called strike. 0-1 to the center fielder, Moody. Paredes takes a look in for the sign. He'll glance over at Burr at 1. And he'll throw over there. It's close. Burr's back. There goes Burr. This one popped up. In center field, moving to his left. Making the grab in left center, Aiden Almonte. So the fly out to the center fielder, that'll take care of Muhlenberg here in the top of the first. And we'll be right back with Redding at the bat. We're scoreless. You're watching the Mule Sports Network.
The new Birdie's Inn is Exeter's family spot with great food and beverages and activities for all ages. There's a full selection of beverages to go with your meal or while you watch a game on one of the 35 TVs. For the kids, there's a family game area as well as darts and a pool table. You can eat in the indoor dining room or out on the spacious heated deck. The new Birdie's Inn at 160 Old Friedensburg Road at 5 Points in Exeter. Proud sponsors of Berks County High School Athletics.
At Birdie's Inn we meet again.
Batting fourth, playing center field, number 2.
For Redding, the lineup will start off with the first baseman, Frandy Ruiz, the pitcher, Janzer Paredes in the 2-hole. Batting third, the right fielder, Samir Diaz-Batista. Behind the plate, batting fourth, John Urena. Batting fifth will be the center fielder, made that play, Aiden Almonte. The shortstop batting sixth, Christopher Diesla. In seventh, it'll be the second baseman, David Garcia. The left fielder, Jordani Tapia, will bat eighth. And the third baseman, Anthony Trinidad, will bat ninth. On the mound for the Mules, it will be Ryan Rosenberry. In 5 appearances, he's got a 1-0 record, a 3.09 ERA. In 11 1/3 innings of work, he's given up 5 runs, all earned. Walked 4, struck out an impressive 15. The defense behind him. In left, it'll be Marvin Frias. In center, Gavin Moody. In right, Aiden Lopez. At third, Lincoln High, short, Eli Keller. At second, the sophomore, Liam Vargas. And on first, the junior, Cole Moody. The junior, Cooper Burr, assumes his position behind the plate as Ryan Rosenberry finishes his warm-ups. So Frandy Ruiz will step into the box, batting .333 on the year. He's got 5 doubles, 5 RBI. The Red Knights come into tonight's game on the heels of a 12-11 win over Daniel Boone last night. They get 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th to steal that win. Rosenberry takes a look in. He's got the sign. Here's the windup. Inside, ball 1 to Ruiz. Ruiz went 3 for 5 last night. An RBI, 3 runs scored. And the pitch. Soft grounder to Lincoln High at third. He's got it. Long throw over to 1. Cole Moody will put him away. 5-3 on the putout for the first out here in the bottom of the first. It'll bring up the pitcher, Janser Paredes. He leads the Red Knights with a .421 average. He's got 2 doubles, a team-leading 7 RBI. Rosenberry has the sign from Burr. Here's the windup. Fouled back. 0-1 to the junior Paredes. The junior Samir Diaz-Batista waits on deck. Rosenberry stares in long and hard. He's got the sign. Glove at the belt and the pitch. Off speed, it's a grounder to Keller. It's short. He can't make the play. It'll kick up on him. It'll be an error 6. And Paredes will be a 1-out base runner. Something uncharacteristic for the Mules this year.
Now batting the right fielder, number 25, Samir Diaz-Batista.
Samir Batista, a .250 hitter. 4 RBI on the season. First pitch to him inside, ball 1. That was Keller's 4th error on the year. Rosenberry pitches. There goes the runner, Paredes. He's going to get in there ahead of the throw. And Paredes with the stolen base. That's his 10th on the year. Two-0 your count. Rosenberry takes a look in at Burr. Diaz-Batista tires and steps out. He's back in. Rosenberry will take a look at Paredes at 2. Here's the pitch. This one outside. Diaz-Batista ahead in the count, 3-0. Rosenberry has the sign. Glove at the belt. Here's the windup. This one in there for a strike. It'll slowly roll away from Cooper Burr, but nothing to worry about. Paredes can't go anywhere. 3-1 your count. Rosenberry takes a good hard look in. Will glance back at 2. And here's the pitch. It's an off speed. It'll get by Lincoln High at third into left field. Holding at third is Paredes. He didn't know if Lincoln High was going to be able to snag that one or not, so he's only able to get to third. Diaz-Batista as Reading's first hit of the night. So 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Runners at the corners. 1 out. It'll bring up the catcher, junior John Urena. Rosenberry's first pitch outside. Diaz Batista will get the stolen base with no throw. Urena looking to improve on a 194 average. He's got 3 doubles, 4 RBI on the year. Here's the pitch. This one well outside, 2-0. Rosenberry struggling a bit with the control. He's at the belt. He'll glance over to 3. Here's the pitch. Here's a pop on the infield. Going back is the second baseman, Liam Vargas, who will make the grab. For the second out of the inning, runners can't advance. Nice play there by Vargas. Not really sure if that was going to drop in there or not. He did a nice job getting back there from his second base position, making the play in short right center field. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. It'll bring up the center fielder, Aiden Almonte. Almonte 138 on the year. He's got a double and 2 RBI, first pitch a ball. Good job, Cooper Burr, from allowing that to get by him, as Paredes stands 90 feet away. Rosenberry adjusts the cap, takes a look into Burr, has the sign. He's at the belt and the pitch. In there for a called strike. It'll even the count at 1. Mules couldn't get a run across in the top of the first. Reading trying to do exactly that right now. Runners at second and third, 2 outs, with a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. It's a pop fly. It's going to be in foul play. Moody over, able to battle the sun, and Cole Moody will make the grab in foul territory to retire Reading here in the bottom of the first. We've played 1 full at First Energy. It's scoreless. We'll be right back. You're watching the Mule Sports Network on Jerry Gelliff Media.
This week on JG Media Channels. Thursday at 7:15 on the Mule Sports Network, we have the Muhlenberg Lady Mules taking on the Tulpehocken Trojans. Then on Friday, on the Exeter Sports Network, we have Exeter Baseball featuring the Exeter Eagles taking on the Eagles from Cocalico. Tune in to the Spartan, Mule, and Exeter Sports Networks all spring long to catch the best in sports coverage. Coverage that you won't get anywhere else. Brought to you by Jerry Gelliff Media, the leader in sports broadcasting in Berks County.
We are back at First Energy Stadium. A good turnout this evening. Fans from Reading and Muhlenberg, as Janzer Paredes warms up for his second inning of work. Here's some information for you regarding First Energy Stadium. It was 58 years ago yesterday. The first game ever at Reading Municipal Memorial Stadium, or it could have been Reading Memorial Municipal Stadium. Reading defeats York by a count of 9-3 with 5,857 fans in attendance. And if you remember what the stadium looked like before they've done all of these amazing upgrades, of course, the latest being the Redner's Event Center, a colossal event center in dead center field, a beautiful addition. We'll get to what the field looked like in a little bit. Here's Paredes' first pitch. It's going to be to the shortstop senior Eli Keller. Comes into the game hitting 194. He's got 2 doubles, 3 RBIs. First pitch is a ball. And here's the second. Here's a shot to left. It's going to hang up there. And long enough for the left fielder, Yordani Tapia, to make the grab. So a fly out to left for the first out. Here in the Mules' second, it'll bring up the junior first baseman Cole Moody. Moody making a nice grab on that pop out by Almonte to end the Red Knight first. Cole Moody, 273 coming into tonight's game. First pitch to him, a swing and a miss, strike one. Moody with 5 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Here's a fastball in there for a strike. An emphatic Paredes. Like the pitch. Cole Moody quickly in the hole, 0-2. This one will be off the corner. Take it to 1-2. Paredes a little longer staring in at Uranen. Moody tires of waiting and steps out. Moody back in the box. Paredes glove in front of the face, now at the belt and the pitch. Here's a shot back up the middle. It's going to get past the second baseman, Garcia. And Cole Moody is a 1-out base runner. Nice piece of hitting there. Goes with the pitch, sends it to center field. It'll bring up the 7-hitter, the third baseman, Lincoln High. Lincoln High comes in tonight's game, 281 average. It's got a double, 5 RBIs. Looking for more. Paredes will glance over at one. Here's the pitch. Here's a shot right back up the middle. It'll fall in front of the center fielder, Almonte. And Lincoln High on base with a single. Cole Moody will move up to 2. So 2 on, 1 out. It'll bring up the 8-hitter, the pitcher, Ryan Rosenberry. In limited appearances, Rosenberry hitting .500. Paredes takes a look in. He'll glance back at Moody at 2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Rosenberry does have a double to his credit. Paredes, a long look in, will step off the mound. Rosenberry back in the box. A glance back at 2. Here's the pitch. This one down low. It'll even the count at 1. Paredes takes a look in. A long stare in at his catcher, Urena. He's got the sign and the pitch. This inside almost hits Rosenberry. He's able to duck out of the way. It'll take the count to 2-1. Paredes will toe the rubber. Rosenberry awaits. Time called as the catcher, Urena, will go out to talk to Paredes. So here's the situation. We're in the top of the second. It's scoreless. 1 out. And the Mules with runners at first and second. Cole Moody stands on second. Lincoln High on first. Both on base courtesy of singles to center. Ryan Rosenberry with a 2-1 count. Paredes toes the rubber, takes a glance in. Glove at the belt, a glance at 2. Here's the pitch. This one down low, and Rosenberry ahead in the count, 3-1. Waiting on deck, the second baseman, Liam Vargas. Paredes will take a look at 2. Moody with a nice lead. Here's the pitch. In there for a called strike on the inside corner. It'll take the count full. Rosenberry thought he could have had ball 4. But he'll stay in there for another pitch. Paredes takes a glance in. He'll step off. Paredes takes a look at 2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Rosenberry goes down on strikes. It's the second strikeout for Paredes this evening. The second out here in the Mule second. It'll bring up Liam Vargas. The sophomore looking for his first hit of the season in a limited appearance. Paredes will toe the rubber, take a look in, and step off. Glance back at Moody at 2. Here's the pitch. Here's a grounder foul on the left side. Coach Kopetsky makes the play. A shortstop back in his playing days. 0-1 your count to Vargas. Here's Paredes' pitch. It's going to get by Urena. It will allow the runners to move up a base. We're going to call that one a pass ball. Looked like Urena may have been a little confused on it. A fastball inside, but it was off his glove. Now the Mules have runners at second and third with 2 out. 1-1 your count to the second baseman, Vargas. Here's the pitch. Here's a shot. It's going to get through the hole. 1 run will score. Moody's in. Here comes Lincoln High. The throw's going to be cut off. He's going to beat the throw. And Liam Vargas with a 2-out single to left. And he'll get his 3rd and 4th RBIs of the year. Something the Mules have had problems with this year, getting the key hit when they've needed it. And Liam Vargas comes through there to give the Mules a 2-0 lead. In will step Aiden Lopez. He popped out to right field his first time up. Paredes with the offering. A swing and a miss, and it's strike 1. Paredes will glance over at Vargas. Here's the pitch. It's up high. It's a ball. It'll even the count at 1. Lopez in the box awaits the long stare in. Paredes decides to throw it over to one. It'll get away from the first baseman Ruiz, but not far enough for Vargas to advance. 2-0 Muhlenberg. We're in the top of the second. 1-1 the count to Aiden Lopez. Liam Vargas is on one. Here's a shot to right field. It's going to get over the second baseman Garcia's head. Ultimately, till the ball is back in the infield, Vargas is only able to advance one base. But Aiden Lopez with the single. The fourth hit for Muhlenberg in the inning. We'll go to the two-batter, the left fielder Marvin Frias. He struck out his first time up. Paredes takes a long look in, decides to fake a throw. They're not holding Lopez on at first. Christopher Dieslet trying to deke Aiden Lopez at 2. Here's the pitch. It's outside. Actually, at 2 is Liam Vargas. First pitch to Frias is a ball. Here's the pitch. This will be on the outside corner. 1-1. Nice job there, John Urena with the frame. It was close. He made sure he got the call. Paredes, a long stare in. We'll glance back at 2. Here's the pitch. It's a shot to right. Going back on it, the right fielder. It's over the head. Samir Diaz-Batista. 1 run is in. The second run is in. And standing at third with a triple, Marvin Frias got all that one. And he's got the 2 RBI triple, and Muhlenberg's up 4-0. Talk about a rocket to right field. Liam Vargas, Aiden Lopez come around to score. And that will prompt a pitcher's conference. Taking a look here. For Frias, it's his 3rd and 4th RBIs of the season. For Muhlenberg, in will step the 3-batter, the catcher Cooper Burr. Single to right his first time up. Paredes' pitch. This one fouled off to the right side, out of play. 0-1 your count.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that once you receive all the foul balls, please take them to the dugout.
Paredes will take a look in. Here's the pitch. This one outside. It'll even the count at 1. 4-0 your score. The Mules plating 4 here in the top of the second. Here's the swing and a miss from Cooper Burr. Take the count to 1-2. Two outs here in the top of the second. Wanted to say the first. Sometimes you get stuck on a number. But the Mules using timely hitting 5 hits in the inning to produce 4 runs. The PA announcer making a plea to the fans. Cooper Burr back in the box. The 1-2 count. Paredes has the sign, and he'll step off. Cooper Burr will get time. Marvin Frias stands on third after the 2 RBI triple. Here's a pitch. It's going to be foul down the left field line. Coach Kopetsky will run this one down. The count will stay 1-2. Paredes takes a look in. Burr awaits the offering. Here's the pitch. This is another foul on the left side. We'll do 1-2 again. With the speedy Frias on 3, anything that gets by the catcher, he's scoring. Paredes with the long stare. He's got the sign. Here's the pitch. This one up high. Good eye, Cooper Burr. It'll even the count at 2. Here's the pitch. It's down low. Good job, Cooper Burr, working it to a full count. Beautiful night in Reading, Pennsylvania. Gorgeous sunshine, very little wind. Here's the pitch. It's a grounder to the left side. Shortstop has it. It's deep in the hole by the time he can get it over, which was Christopher Diesla. Cooper Burr has an infield single and an RBI. And it's 5-0 Muhlenberg. The 9th batter of the inning will step in. It's going to be the center fielder, Gavin Moody. He popped out to center his first time up. They'll throw over to 1. It's going to get away from the first baseman, Ruiz. So Cooper Burr will take second. Paredes will take a glance back at 2. He'll step off the rubber. Just trying to upset the rhythm of the base runner. Here's the pitch. This is inside. 1-0 to Gavin Moody. Paredes will take a look back at 2. And the pitch. Here's a shot to left field. Running to his left and not able to catch up to it, Yordani Tapia. Still running, heading to third, and going to beat out the throw. Gavin Moody with an RBI triple. He with the RBI. And just like that, it is 6-0 Muhlenberg, and we're not even out of the second inning. So the Mules turn it around here in the second. The 10th batter The shortstop, Eli Keller, popped out to left his first time up. First pitch to him outside, it's a ball. The inning started rather inconspicuously with Keller flying out to left. Then two singles by Cole Moody and Lincoln High. Ryan Rosenberry struck out for the second out. Then the Mules get 5 straight hits. Here's a one-hopper to short. Scooped up, throw it over to first. Nice dig by Frandy Ruiz. Christopher Disla on the play. It'll go 6-3, and it will retire the Mules here in the top of the second. But not before they plate 6. We go to the bottom of the second, 6-0 Mules. You're watching the Mule Sports Network.
Mortgage America is Berks County's premier local mortgage lender. Why choose Mortgage America? They're a fully licensed regional mortgage banker, not just a broker. They service their own loans and offer a full menu of mortgage programs. Their turnaround times and service are unmatched in the industry, big enough to provide the best rates, yet small enough to provide personal service. Local loans for local homes. Contact Chris 9 at Mortgage America today at 610-376-1755. This week on JG Media Channels. Thursday at 7:15 on the Mule Sports Network, we have the Muhlenberg Lady Mules taking on the Tulpahawken Trojans. Then on Friday on the Exeter Sports Network, we have Exeter Baseball featuring the Exeter Eagles taking on the Eagles from Cocalico. Tune in to the Spartan, Mule, and Exeter Sports Networks all spring long to catch the best in sports coverage that you won't get anywhere else. Brought to you by Jerry Gelliff Media, the leader in sports broadcasting in Berks County.
We are back. Nothing better when you're at the ballpark than getting a ballpark hot dog, which I'm trying to shove down as we speak. But there was a celebrity, I'm going to forget exactly who it was, mentioning that there is nothing better in this entire world than having a hot dog at the ballpark. And I tend to agree. No, I don't tend to. I totally agree. All right, so Reading will get started here in the bottom of the second inning. 6, 7, 8 in their lineup. It'll be the shortstop, Christopher Diesla, the second baseman, David Garcia, and the right fielder, your Danny Tapia. First pitch from Rosenberry is a ball. Rosenberry has the sign. He's at the belt. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It'll even the count at 1. Diesla hitting .250 on the year, 2 doubles, 5 RBI. This one off the outside corner. It's ball 2. On deck, the second baseman, junior David Garcia. Here's Rosenberry's offering. It's inside. It'll take the count to 3-1. Muhlenberg plating 6 runs on 7 hits in the second inning. Rosenberry has the sign from Burr. Here's the windup. Swing and a miss, and it'll take the count full. Here's the pitch. Inside, it'll be ball 4. And Diesla draws a walk. Diesla's 9th walk on the year. So he is a leadoff base runner for the Red Knights. Take it to the 7-hitter, David Garcia. Garcia, an .095 average. Does have an RBI on the season. He'll step in against Ryan Rosenberry in his 2nd inning of work. Here's the pitch. This one outside, it's ball 1. Diesla with a lead at 1. Rosenberry will take a glance over there. He's at the belt. Here's the pitch. Outside, a quick snap throw from Cooper Burr. But Diesla will get back. The pitch a ball, so 2-0 to Garcia. The left fielder, Yordani Tapia, on deck. Here's the pitch. This one up high. And it's 3-0 to Garcia. Rosenberry will step off the mound, take a look into the dugout. Toe the rubber, take a look into Burr has the sign and the pitch. This one well outside. And 2 straight walks. So Reading has the first 2 base runners on here in the bottom of the 2nd. It'll bring up the 8-hitter, the left fielder, Yordani Tapia. Coach Kopetsky will come out for the pitchers' conference. So setting the stage, Muhlenberg 6 runs on 8 hits. 1 error. For Reading batting here in the bottom of the 2nd. Trying to get something started with 2-1. They've got 1 hit to go with 1 error. And the lefty Tapia stepping in. A .267 hitter on the year. He's got a double with 4 RBI. He'll turn to bunt right away. Sneaking up is Moody at first. Here's the pitch. Tries to bunt it, but it's foul at the plate. Nothing in 1-year count. Moody will take a few steps back at 1. Now he'll charge. Rosenberry has the sign. He's at the belt, glances at 2. Here's the pitch. He'll actually throw it back to 2. Made it a lot closer than it looked like it was going to be. But Diesla's back. Nothing in 1 the count. Here's Rosenberry's pitch. Here's a bunt, going to go right back where Cole Moody will actually field it. Throw it over to Vargas covering 1. So the sacrifice is successful. Nice job, Yordani Tapia, to get the runners over to 2nd and 3rd. 3-4 on the putout. It'll bring up the 9-hitter for the Red Knights. It's going to be the 3rd baseman, Anthony Trinidad. First pitch to him on the outside corner. It's strike one. Trinidad 222 on the year. Here's the pitch. This one well inside. Good job by Cooper Burr. It'll even the count at one. One out here in the bottom of the second. Runners at second and third. Rosenberry wants another baseball. 6-0 your score. Muhlenberg on top. Scoring all six in the top of the second. Rosenberry at the belt. Here's the pitch. Fouled off to the left side. It'll go out of play. Rosenberry ahead in the count, 1-2. Rosenberry takes a long, hard stare in at Burr. He's got the sign. He's at the belt. Here's the stretch. It's a grounder to the left side. It's going to be a tough play. It gets through the infield. One run is in. Here comes the second. They're going to ultimately get Trinidad at first. He strayed too far. So that's going to be a 7-6-3 out, but not before the base hit, which will score 2 runs. And it's 6-2 Muhlenberg.
Now batting for the Red Knights, the first baseman, number 5, Randy Ruiz.
So 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. It'll take it to the top of the order for the Red Knights. Junior Frandy Ruiz will step in. He grounded out to Lincoln High his first time up. First pitch is a ball. Trinidad's 4th and 5th RBI on the year. Here's the next pitch. It's fouled straight back. It'll even the count at 1. The shadows starting to cover the field from the third base side. Ruiz tires of waiting, steps out. He's back in. And the pitch. Here's a shot. It's a humpback liner, if you will, to Liam Vargas. He waits on it, makes the grab, and that will take care of Reading here in the second, but not before they play 2. We've played 2 full. It's 6-2 Mules. We'll be right back. It's the Mule Sports Network.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
Yeah, welcome. Hi.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age, some others don't.
We are back at First Energy Stadium, Reading, Pennsylvania. 6-2, the Mules on top. Something that I'll share with you, and it was shared with me earlier. I won't mention names, but there is a Muhlenberg Mule fan who was upset about tonight's game for the sole purpose that the swimming pool wasn't opened yet. I know, go figure. Apparently they're opening the swimming pool here at First Energy Stadium May the 1st, and since this game is a little bit too soon, they wanted to have at the pool. Don't look at me. No, it wasn't you, CC.
I was about to say. I mean, we talked about it, but that was more of camera positioning.
When the individuals, and I'll use plural, hear about this, they will know that people have been talking.
Oh, gotcha.
But it would be an absolutely gorgeous evening for the pool to be open.
I don't think they'd open the pool to us anyway.
Obviously not, but
gotta have a lifeguard by the pool. Come on now.
We will try to console that individual best that we can.
I bet.
All right, let's take a look at Muhlenberg as we go to the top of the third. 6, 7, 8. And the pop fly to center field is taken care of by Aiden Almonte. And quickly, there's one out here in the top of the third. Cole Moody popping out to center for the first out. It'll bring up the 7-hitter, the third baseman, Lincoln High. He had a single to right center, scored his first time up. First pitch to him, fouled back, 0-1. Janser Paredes on the mound for his third inning of work for Reading. He's at the belt. Here's the pitch. This will bounce off the catcher's mitt, roll behind him, and even the count at 1. Paredes will step off. Lincoln High will step out. Paredes with the glove at the face. Here's the pitch. This high and tight to Lincoln High. It'll take the count to 2-1. Coming up to the 7 o'clock hour here on the east coast of the United States. Welcome to First Energy Stadium. Yes, it is baseball town. The pitch, a ball, and it's 3-1. This one popped up to the right side. Going back on it is Frandy Ruiz. He'll make the grab for the second out of the inning. It'll bring up the 8-hitter, the pitcher, Ryan Rosenberry.
Now back the pitcher, number 12, Ryan Rosenberry.
Here's Paredes' pitch. A curveball up high. Ball 1. The pitch. This one a little outside. Paredes looked like he wanted that one, but it's 2-0. The pitch. This one on the outside corner. Take it to 2-1. Paredes' pitch. This one inside. Take it to 3-1. Philadelphia Philly telecasts these days becoming fodder for the nation as John Kruk is one of the more colorful analysts in the game right now. Here's the pitch. Fights it off, punches it into right field for a base hit. A good piece of hitting there from Ryan Rosenberry, an inside-out swing. Punches it into right field. He is a 2-out base runner. It'll bring up the 9-hitter, the second baseman, Liam Vargas. He had a 2 RBI single his last time up. came around to score. Paredes takes a look at his catcher, Urena. Glances over to one. And here's his pitch. This one outside. Ball one. Here's the pitch. This is a shot to left. It'll fall in for a single. Vargas has his second hit of the game. Rosenberry will move up to 2. Oh, did they put somebody in there for Ryan? They probably did. We'll catch as far as who they put in there for Rosenberry. So in will step the top of the lineup. It's the right fielder, Aiden Lopez, 1 for 2. He singled and scored his last time up. Paredes takes a look back at 2. Here's the pitch. Here's a fly ball to right center field. Getting over to make the play, Samir Diaz-Batista. So the fly out to right will retire the side. We've played 2.5 here at Reading. It's 6-2 Muhlenberg. We'll be right back. It's the Mule Sports Network.
This week on JG Media Channels. Thursday at 7:15 on the Mule Sports Network, we have the Muhlenberg Lady Mules taking on the Tulpehocken Trojans. Then on Friday on the Exeter Sports Network, we have Exeter Baseball featuring the Exeter Eagles taking on the Eagles from Cocalico. Tune in to the Spartan, Mule, and Exeter Sports Networks all spring long to catch the best in sports coverage. Coverage that you won't get anywhere else. Brought to you by Jerry Gelliff Media, the leader in sports broadcasting in Berks County. The new Birdie's Inn is Exeter's family spot with great food and beverages and activities for all ages. There's a full selection of beverages to go with your meal or while you watch a game on one of the 35 TVs. For the kids, there's a family game area as well as darts and a pool table. You can eat in the indoor dining room or out on the spacious heated deck. The new Birdie's Inn at 160 Old Friedensburg Road at 5 Points in Exeter. Proud sponsors of Berks County High School Athletics.
At Birdie's Inn we meet again.
We move to the bottom of the third inning. Ryan Rosenberry. We removed him for a pinch runner. I don't say courtesy runner, although Jerry would tell me that.
Yes, he would.
So Ryan Rosenberry takes the mound for his third inning of work. For the Red Knights, it'll be the 2-3-4 hitters. The pitcher, Janser Paredes, got on base an error last time up. Rosenberry's first pitch, this one smoked to left, going back on it, over his head and off the wall. Marvin Frias will get it back in, and Paredes will be on 2 with a stand-up double. Paredes got all that one. Sending it over Frias' head and ends up on 2. For Paredes, his third double of the season. Up will step the right fielder, Samir Diaz-Batista, single to left. His first time up. This pitch outside, it's ball 1. Rosenberry will take a look at 2. Here's the pitch. He'll get the outside corner. It'll even the count at 1. So we'll go back to memories of First Energy Stadium or Reading Memorial Municipal Stadium when I was traversing these grounds as a kid. Rosenberry will step off. I remember sitting in the stands, and this is back when the stands very well may have been wooden for all I know. Here's a pitch. It'll be inside, 2-1. Where as a kid, of course, I thought that the fireworks, the ash from the fireworks back in the day would fall and essentially light the stands on fire. So I was paranoid. Here's a pitch. It's a shot to left. It's going to fall in front of Frias. Around to score is Paredes. He'll get there. Samir Diaz-Batista has his second hit of the game. An RBI. And it's 6-3 Muhlenberg. The fifth RBI for Diaz-Batista. Up will step the catcher, John Urena. Popped out to the second baseman, Vargas, his last time up. Rosenberry will check over at one. He's back. 2 hits to start off the Red Knight third. Produces a run. Here's a swing and a miss. It'll get by Burr, which will allow Samir Diaz-Batista to get to second. The swing and a miss will make it a 0-1 count. Rosenberry has the sign. He's at the belt. We'll glance back to 2. And the pitch. This one will catch the outside corner. He's ahead in the count, 0-2 to the catcher, Urena. Rosenberry at the belt. And the pitch. This one well outside. Take it to 1-2. A final from Governor Mifflin, Exeter. The Mustangs remain undefeated, taking out the Eagles 8-2. Here's the pitch. This a ball. Even the count at 2. Rosenberry takes a look into Cooper Burr. He's at the belt and the pitch. This one fouled off to the right side. It'll go out of play. It'll keep the count at 2-2. No outs here in the bottom of the third. Reading with 1 run across, a man on second, and a 2-2 count to the batter, John Urena. And the pitch. Off speed, this one fouled at the plate. And we'll do it again. Rosenberry only allowing 1 hit, 2 walks into this inning. Here's a grounder, foul down the left field line. As I was saying, Rosenberry only 1 hit, 2 walks in the second, which allowed Reading to capitalize and put 2 on the board. He's given up 2 hits here to start the third. The pitch. Curveball. It's a shot to Lincoln High. Nice play. He's going to try to double him up. So Lincoln High takes the hot shot, making the play for the first out of the inning. Tried to double up Diaz-Batista, but he got back. So nice defense there. 1 out. It'll take it to the center fielder, Aiden Almonte. popped out to first baseman Cole Moody in foul territory his first time up. Here's a pitch for a ball. Rosenberry has the sign. He'll glance back at 2. Here's the pitch. Down low, it's a ball. 2-0 your count. Almonte stepped out. He's back in. Rosenberry has the sign. Glove at the belt. And the pitch. This one well outside. Good job, Cooper Burr, holding on to that one. And it's 3-0. Long pause in between pitches. Rosenberry had stepped off the mound. Cooper Burr heads out to talk to him. Umpire will let them have their conference. Sees that Burr's coming back. Assumes his position behind home plate. And Almonte back in the box. Rosenberry at the belt. Makes a throw back to 2. Diaz Batista gets back. Rosenberry with the sign. He's at the belt and the pitch. This one outside, and it's ball 4. His third walk of the game for Rosenberry. It'll put runners at first and second. It'll bring up the 6-hitter, the shortstop Christopher Diesla. He walked and scored. And beforehand, Coach Kopetsky will head out there. They'll make a pitching change. Looks like it's going to be Cole Moody. So we'll go ahead and give you Cole Moody's numbers in a moment. Cole Moody in 4 appearances. He's 2-2. He's got a 3.42 ERA. In 14 1/3 innings of work. He's given up 17 hits, 14 runs, 7 of which are earned. He's walked 9 and struck out 21. So Cole Moody will take over for Ryan Rosenberry. Rosenberry will move over to 1 and play first base. We'll continue with the Nostalgia Night here at First Energy Stadium. For those of you old-timers, the Muhlenberg Mules back in the 70s, before the field was completed on the grounds of Muhlenberg, played their home games, their home football games right here. And there were some nights, as you can imagine, the field being pretty tore up, dirty, muddy. But the more memorable part of it, of course, you'd never know it, or potentially you could know it, but down the left field line where the bleachers are now, there was a hill. And we would essentially play King of the Hill. Of course, that's when you slide down the hill and you use your legs to take out whoever it was that was trying to get to the top of the hill. Moody's first pitch into Diesla is a strike. 0-1 your count. So obviously, memorable times as a kid coming over here for football games and playing King of the Hill on that little hill, the little slope. Here's a pop-up to center field. Under it, Gavin Moody. He'll squeeze it for the second out of the inning. It'll bring up the 7-hitter, the second baseman, David Garcia. Walked and scored his last time up.
Number 17, David Garcia.
Aiden Almonte still on second, 2 outs. As Cole Moody goes to work on David Garcia. First pitch fouled straight back. It's 0-1. Cole Moody, a long stare in. He's got the sign. Here's the pitch. Off speed up high. It'll even the count at 1. We're in the bottom of the third here at Reading. 6-3 Mules. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And I have to take it back. I said that, well, I'm not sure. We'll just run with it. 1-2 your count to Garcia. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that'll take care of Reading here in the bottom of the third. But not before they put one across. 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We've played 3 full. It's 6-3 Mules. It's the Mule Sports Network.
This week on JG Media Channels. Thursday at 7:15 on the Mule Sports Network, we have the Muhlenberg Lady Mules taking on the Tulpehocken Trojans. Then on Friday on the Exeter Sports Network, we have Exeter Baseball featuring the Exeter Eagles taking on the Eagles from Cocalico. Tune in to the Spartan, Mule, and Exeter Sports Networks all spring long to catch the best in sports coverage. Coverage that you won't get anywhere else. Brought to you by Jerry Gelliff Media, the leader in sports broadcasting in Berks County.
The junior David Garcia will take over for Janser Paredes. In 7 appearances, he's 2-2 with a 2.15 ERA. Over 26 innings. He's given up 26 hits, 29 runs, only 8 of which earned. He's walked 18, struck out 30. So he'll come out in the top of the 4th looking to keep the Mules at bay. And for the Mules, it'll be the 2-3-4 hitters here in the fourth, the left fielder Marvin Frias. He's 1 for 2. Struck out in the first, but a 2 RBI triple in the second. So Frias will step in. Here's Garcia's first pitch. Curveball outside, it's ball 1. The catcher, Cooper Burr, on deck. Next pitch inside, it's quickly 2-0. Garcia toes the rubber, and the pitch. This a ball. Actually, this is not. Let me take a look as to who this is. Initially, I thought it was Garcia, but it is not. So a pitch is in there for a strike. It's 3-1. We'll see if we can find out. This is a pop-up at home plate. Ultimately, the pitcher has to take charge. Makes the play. So number 14 is Anthony Trinidad. He takes over the pitching duties. So Marvin Frias pops out to the catcher. Actually, the pitcher, as I get this right. To start off the fourth. Here's the pitch. It's outside. It's a ball. The catcher, Cooper Burr, steps in. This pitch outside, 2-0. So as we take a look at Anthony Trinidad's numbers in 2 appearances, no decisions yet. He's got a 1.91 ERA. Here's the pitch. This inside, take it to 3-0. Over 3 2/3 innings. He's given up 4 hits. We'll wait for the pitch. This in there for a strike. Burr thought it might have been low. This in there, and he'll take the walk. So Cooper Burr on base for the 3rd time tonight. 2 singles and an RBI going into that at-bat. It'll bring up the 5-hitter, the shortstop Eli Keller, 0 for 2. Popped out to left field, grounded out to short his last time up. Trinidad's given up 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. A throw over to first. He's back. Very light wind tonight. Shade covering the entire field. At the 7:24 mark of the evening, Gavin Moody will step out. There's a ball. 1-0 your count. So Cooper Burr will take a lead off of 1. Trinidad will glance over that way. Here's the pitch. It's outside. It's a ball. 2-0 your count to the center fielder, Gavin Moody. Gavin 1 for 2. Popped out to center his first time up. Had an RBI triple in the second. Here's the pitch. It's a shot to the left side. Third baseman Janser Paredes can't handle it. It'll go into left field, but that'll be a single. So Gavin Moody has his second base hit of the evening. Cooper Burr will advance to 2. There's one out in the top of the fourth. Shortstop Eli Keller will step in. Trinidad has the sign. We'll glance back at 2. Here's the pitch. He'll get the inside corner. It's strike 1. Trinidad will step off the mound. Keller will step out. Here's the pitch. Looks to bunt, puts a nice bunt down right in front of the catcher. Urena makes a nice play coming out on it for the second out, but a nice sacrifice there by Eli Keller. It'll move Gavin Moody to second, Cooper Burr to third. It'll bring up the pitcher, Cole Moody.
Now batting the pitcher, number 13, Cole Moody.
Cole 1 for 2 on the evening. A single and a run scored in the second. Popped out to center his last time up. The Mules looking to add on to a 6-3 lead here in the top of the fourth. Here's off speed. It'll catch the inside corner. 0-1 your count. Third baseman Lincoln High on deck. Here's the pitch. This one up high. It'll even the count at 1. The winner of tonight's game will break a 4th place logjam in Berks 1. Each team at 2-6. Fouled off at the plate. And it's 1-2. A brief conference between Cole Moody and Coach Kopetsky. Two outs here in the top of the fourth. And here's Trinidad's offering. Up high, it's a ball. It'll even the count at 2. Current standings in Berks 1 going into tonight. Governor Mifflin throwing a clean slate thus far. 8-0 in Berks 1, 15-0 overall. Wilson in second, 6-2 in league play. Exeter at 5-3. And here's a swing and a miss and a strikeout. And that'll set down the Mules here in the top of the fourth. We've played 3.5. It's 6-3 Mules. We'll be right back. It's the Mule Sports Network.
Food isn't just fuel to live, it's fuel to grow. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. When people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger, and together we can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Visit feedingamerica.org/actnow.
.731 at Baseball Town. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Muhlenberg up 6-3. Cole Moody will come back for his second inning of work. He took over for Ryan Rosenberry. Did a nice job holding the Red Knights at bay. So Cole Moody taking care of his warm-ups here as we move to the bottom of the fourth inning. For Reading, it'll be the 8-9-1 hitters. The left fielder, Yordani Tapia. Sacrificed his first time up. Here's the first pitch as we get started, in there for a called strike. Nothing in 1-year count. Inside from Moody, even the count at 1. Moody's pitch, this one will be fouled off to the left side. It'll go out of play. 1-2 your count. Continuing with Berks 2, Twin Valley 5-3 in league play. Fleetwood in second, 4-3. Daniel Boone at 3-5. Conrad Weiser 0-7. This pitch down low. It'll even the count at 2. Then Berks 3, Hamburg at 6-2. Berks Catholic 5-2. Waya missing 4-3. Schuylkill Valley 4-4. Here's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. That'll be the first out in the Red Knight fourth. We'll go to the 9-hitter. It's going to be the pitcher, Anthony Trinidad. The lefty, a 2 RBI hit his last time up, but thrown out at first base as he tried to stretch it. He'll step out. Moody with the pitch. This one popped out of play, off to the left side. Moody quickly ahead, 0-2. Here's the pitch. This inside, it's a ball. Here's Moody's pitch. Pop fly to close to straightaway center. Over is Gavin Moody. He gets under it, puts it away. That's the second out of the inning. for the Red Knights. Take it back to the top of the lineup. It'll be the first baseman, Frandy Ruiz. 0 for 2. Lined out to the second baseman, Vargas, his last time up. Here's Moody's pitch. In there for a called strike. 0-1. Moody's windup. This will be high and outside. It'll even the count at 1. Good off speed, a swing and a miss. 1-2 to the first baseman, Ruiz. And here's Moody's pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Cole Moody. We've played 4 full. It's the Mules 6, the Red Knights 3. We'll be back. You're watching the Mule Sports Network.
This week on JG Media Channels. Thursday at 7:15 on the Mule Sports Network, we have the Muhlenberg Lady Mules taking on the Tulpehocken Trojans. Then on Friday on the Exeter Sports Network, we have Exeter Baseball featuring the Exeter Eagles taking on the Eagles from Cocalico. Tune in to the Spartan, Mule, and Exeter Sports Networks all spring long to catch the best in sports coverage. Coverage that you won't get anywhere else. Brought to you by Jerry Gelliff Media, the leader in sports broadcasting in Berks County. Mortgage America is Berks County's premier local mortgage lender. Why choose Mortgage America? They're a fully licensed regional mortgage banker, not just a broker. They service their own loans and offer a full menu of mortgage programs. Their turnaround times and service are unmatched in the industry, big enough to provide the best rates, yet small enough to provide personal service. Local loans for local homes. Contact Chris 9 at Mortgage America today at 610-376-1755.
We move to the top of the 5th inning. Anthony Trinidad in there for his second inning of work. Reading with the 6-3 advantage, scoring all 6 of their runs in the second inning. And they'll get started with the 7, 8, 9 hitters here. The third baseman, Lincoln High, 1 for 2. A single and a run scored in the second. Popped out to first. He's 1 for 2. First pitch to him is a ball. Next offering in there for a called strike. 1-1 your count. Can't check his swing on that one. Then he's behind in the count 1-2. Lights are on here at First Energy Stadium. An outside pitch that Lincoln High will foul off. Still 1-2. Ryan Rosenberry, the 8-hitter on deck. Here's Trinidad's pitch. This one laced into right field, but a nice running play. Samir Diaz-Batista makes the sliding grab. For the first out of the inning, it'll bring up Ryan Rosenberry. 1 for 2 on the night. He singled his last time up.